Welcome to currently unnamed Star Wars show.
Right.
Yay!
Exactly. Unnamed Star Wars, the Clone Wars show.
Mhm.
Hello, everybody. Also, kind of first video style podcast thing that we're doing.
Yeah,
We're testing the waters. Hello.
we're just doing shit.
If you're here, you are watching us during our Star Wars week content for the month of May. My name is Kayla with Uppercut. Up in this corner, we have Caitlin. Hello. Caitlin.
It's really funny because you're not pointing at me on my screen.
I know. I'm pointing. It's hard. It's the recording screen that I'm. It's like not weird either, so I'm like confused.
Hi, I'm here. It's Caitlin. Hello.
It's a shit show as usual. And then joining us this week is the lovely, Chloe.
You're literally pointing at me right now.
For me, she's just pointing up. Just nothing.
Just point up in general.
It's fine.
Maybe
Hi.
Andrew could put our names next to us or something.
Yeah. So, hi. How are y'all doing?
Doing great. Having a good day.
I'm vibing.
Just vibing.
Vibing.
Good day. Cool.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, we're gonna talk about Clone Wars because the final season, by today, by the air date, should be over. So we're gonna do a full recap of the series, and that just made me really sad saying that out loud because I don't want it to be over. But I guess to start, since it's the first episode, do we want to talk about history with the show or Star Wars in general? I just started watching the show last year, so I wasn't super invested throughout the series. I didn't grow up watching Clone Wars or anything, so I don't know about y'all.
I sure did.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Yeah.
Cool.
Huge Star Wars nerd over here.
You were
Star Wars
What?
nerd household. Yeah.
running
Chloe.
home after school to watch.
Oh yeah. Good times.
Good times.
So upsetting when it was canceled.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
I've seen all of the old Star Wars movies and all of the prequels. Not any of the new Disney ones. Because I don't give a shit about the movies. But Clone Wars is good. Most of the most of the side shit's good. So that's kind of more what I'm here for.
Right.
But I've seen I think I've seen the first 5 seasons of it already. I think I just missed 6 and then the last season. I haven't started, but I will have by the end of the week.
Right. Yeah.
Production.
It's a
Yay.
recap, so we need to do a recap. It's more of just we're hanging out, we're talking about it. But yeah, I am a huge Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. Grew up with all the shits, but I never paid attention to Clone Wars. I don't know why, because this show is amazing. It's so good.
It's really
It
good.
fucking rules.
It's
so
great.
good.
So I guess we can talk about first a little bit of a recap of important events that happen. Before we even recorded, I texted the group and I was like, should I have watched the movie? And Chloe was like, nah, it's just
really not that important.
It's not important.
yeah. So we're not going to cover that at all, but Ahsoka Tano is introduced, who is, I think, the best character that Star Wars has to offer.
She's
100%.
Fucking awesome. She's great.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia episodes recap. We get Asajj Ventress, who I think is introduced in the movie as well. But we get her. She's badass. Anytime she's on the screen, I'm enjoying myself. I'm trying to think of anything super important. They talk about the main clone group a lot in the first season, introducing a lot of characters, so Rex and Fives and Echo. So they talk about the clones. We get a lot of introductions to other people, who was the trying to think of her name. It was one of the senators on the Ryloth? No, it wasn't the Ryloth episodes. It was the Defenders of Peace episode.
The ice planet?
Yes.
What? I can't remember her name.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember her name, but the one with, like, the chairman dude who, like, was like,
fucking asshole.
Racism!
Yes.
Huge asshole. Yeah.
Because I know she pops up a couple times in the rest of the different seasons. Who else are we introduced to?
Ventress and Dooku.
For sure.
Grievous. Like, I mean, obviously they're all in the movies except for Ventress, but, like, all of the Sith people who are at play currently get introduced. Pretty early, too. Isn't Ventress in, like, the second episode?
She's in the first
She was
episode.
in the first one, yeah.
Yeah, she just, like, kicks the fucking door down and is like,
really
hello,
does.
I'm here.
Yeah.
And then it was me screaming at my screen because I love her.
That one episode.
Fucking queen shit.
Yeah. Cloak of Darkness is such a good episode with Jedi Master Luminara and Ahsoka, and it's them two facing off against Ventress.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good episode.
It was good shit, yeah.
Episode.
That was very good. This is an issue I have with the series overall, but, like, I simultaneously really love Ventress's characterization and also hate the way the other characters treat her because of it. Because, like, everybody acts like she's, like, really hot-headed and incompetent, but it still takes, like, multiple Jedi to do anything to her, and she continuously gets away.
Right.
So, like, she's pretty fucking competent and cool.
100%.
Yeah, she also gets a lot of growth, I find, throughout the seasons. Like, there's plenty of episodes where, like, you'll see just more shit happen with her if you don't remember. But, like, she does grow a lot. And then, especially in the last season, season 6, there's a really good arc with her and Ahsoka, which is, like,
yes,
really fucking good.
Mwah. Chef's kiss.
Queen shit.
Justice, yes. So, we'll get to that later in the week. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that was super important. What I did want to mention is that I think it's really funny that all of the characters who are in the movies, like the prequels and shit, like look basically identical to their characters in the Clone Wars, except for Anakin, because they just want to shit on Hayden Christensen so much, I guess. Like,
I love that they were like, Anakin's gotta be hot for this children's show.
He doesn't even sound the same. Like, all the other characters, like, the guy that voices Obi-Wan sounds so much like Obi-Wan, like, from the prequels.
Yeah, Padme, too.
Yeah.
That's true.
But Anakin's the only character they're just like, we're gonna make a completely different character for this guy.
This
is a new man.
So that was fun. Did either of y'all have, like, a favorite episode or arc of the first season?
Layer of Grievous.
Yeah?
Not to be me or anything, but yes. The only, like, Grievous-centric episode. One of the few.
Why, Chloe, elaborate. Why did you like it, aside from Grievous?
Literally, I'm that shallow. That's pretty much it. But you get, like, his backstory and all that. Although they changed some things that I don't like, but it's fine. It's, like, all about him. The Jedi break into his house.
That episode was, like... That episode is the only thing of, like, Grievous lore I've ever seen, and as far as, like, why he's like that.
Yeah. Why are you like that? This is why.
And I mean, like, they don't actually say why, right? Other than that he chose to become a robot man.
Yeah. Which I don't like that change from, like, the stuff that they made not canon.
What is the story from before?
Before, it was... He's on his planet, Kali. He, like, the Republic put, like, so many, like, embargoes on that planet that his people were, like, dying and starving and all that. So he started working for the Separatists. And then they wanted him to do more stuff, and he was kind of like, no. And then Dooku shot down his ship, like, completely crippling him, so he had no choice but to become Grievous. And then they kind of, like, messed with his mind and, like, made him a pawn. So that's why he is the way he is. Yeah.
That's sadder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of
pretty
sad.
depressing.
It's just so weird, because I always just thought he was just a robot. that was coughing, and I never understood like why the robot was coughing.
I knew he was a man because when I saw, is it Attack of the Clones is the second one?
Yeah.
That he's in.
Revenge of the Sith he's in.
They like do like one of those movies, they do like a really tight close up of his eyes and you can tell it's like flesh and like real eyes, and I was like, that man's fucked up. I don't know what's going on with him, but that's a man that he's fucked up.
He is fucked up. Yeah, it sucks. Hate to see it for him.
I like him. I've loved him forever as a character. I'm not like into him like how Chloe's into him, but
you know,
I enjoy him as a character. I like his whole another one to add to my collection as he like fucking skitters up a wall.
Yeah.
I like that he does the hanging from the ceiling shit a lot too. That's very fun.
Pretty creepy, but I love it.
I would do that if I had a weird, creepy spider robot body.
Yeah, what is he gonna do with that?
Yeah, honestly. Kayla, what was your favorite episode?
You know, it's a great question. I like the blue shadow virus kind of era. Honestly, anything with Jar Jar Binks is just so ridiculous to me because he is ridiculous. Like, he fucks everything up, but like simultaneously doesn't. Like, anything he fucks up turns into good somehow. So I like those episodes.
I feel bad because I've always really liked Jar Jar. And then I was like tweeting about that a while ago, and my friend Joe was like, you know that the roots of Jar Jar are like really fucked up, right? And I was like, no. Didn't know that. So now I feel guilty every time I'm like, man, I like Jar Jar, but like you're low-key a racist caricature.
Oh no. What's the roots of Jar Jar?
It's like I'd have to look. I can like link it to when we put this out, but it's like basically like anti-black shit, more or less. So yeah.
Not
but
great.
I like him. I like him as a man.
As a man.
As a man.
This is a boy.
Also,
he's good. He's doing his best.
God.
I don't know if he's doing his best. He's doing
He's doing something.
Yeah.
We're
trying
complete
so
opposite
hard.
spectrums because I can't with him.
Look, just because he's bad doesn't mean he's not trying.
But yeah, I feel like any episode, honestly, that Dave Filoni directed in this season, I liked. Like, I really liked the Cloak of Darkness episode. Just watching Asajj go toe to toe with Ahsoka and all. This is fun. It's cool. What about you?
I've been trying to think and I don't know. I watched so much of it today, so like I genuinely like it's all kind of blending together.
Nice.
I don't know if it's my favorite, but the last episode of the season is so fucking wild as far as like a turn. Like, I love that they were like not even a cliffhanger or anything. They were like, this is clearly gonna be a huge shift in what the story is about. So we're just gonna do one episode and that's it. Goodbye. See you next season. Like,
I thought that
which
was
is fine now.
too, yeah.
But like, remember when that shit was on TV? Like, people just had to live with that.
You know, wait a year.
Yeah, people just had to be like, cool, I guess we'll see when Cartoon Network puts out the next season. Like,
exactly.
You know, Cartoon Network, who's great at doing schedules.
Right.
Well,
fucking Steven
season
Universe.
2 is labeled Rise of the Bounty Hunters. So like, so yeah. We're gonna
yeah,
get a
well,
lot
and I
of
love
that
the
shit.
Bounty Hunter arc so much, so
Yeah.
I'm very excited for us to get to that
So good.
tomorrow. But yeah, I think it's just like it's so wild, and I don't think it's necessarily a great storytelling choice, but I do like that they were just like, fucking go for the fences, like let's just be weird with it for this introduction to this like huge new thing that's gonna be happening.
Well, I think that's why Clone Wars is so good, is because it's like, obviously we get a lot of Skywalker content, but I think Star Wars thrives when it kind of separates from just that like Skywalker story. Introduce us to new characters and new ideas and like new things going on in the universe. Also, I mean, the Clone Wars is all about like who really is good, because there's a lot of war shit happening, and we need to talk about
Star Wars is so much better when it's actually a war story and not a fucking space opera.
Right.
Yeah.
Like everything about, even just the first season, like everything about what happened in the first season of Clone Wars feels so much more like important, and like there's such higher stakes than anything in any of the movies.
Right.
Like I think the one exception to that would be like maybe Rogue One, but like even that, it's kind of like still heist vibes.
Right.
Whereas this is like, nah, like it's war and everything's fucked up, and like these really idealistic characters are gonna have to come to terms with the fact that like Ahsoka's 14 and dealing with war, and also like war is bad and it makes everyone bad.
Right. And you like throughout the seasons too, like especially after, as of today, not recording day, not airing day, like the last episode that has come out for the Star Wars series for the Clone Wars is all about this, like Ahsoka's journey of what is good, what is bad, and like how her choices as a Jedi have made things out to be. And it's just, it's wild, and we will see, I guess, throughout the seasons how that turns out. But I feel like Ahsoka is the main character of Clone Wars, like truly. I think it's like, it's very much like her and Anakin's story, and like it's like Anakin on the way out and Ahsoka kind of on the way in, which is weird given what happens with Ahsoka later. But apparently she's coming back though, so
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm not gonna spoil anything for you.
I just know what I've seen on the Twitters. I know Rosario Dawson's been casting some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just a big old eyes emoji right now.
Yeah, I'm not even caught up to The Mandalorian, so I can't talk to that. So
okay.
Chloe, any other thoughts on like the series as a whole and the first season from you?
Me. No, it's just really cool that it does explore like gray morality in war, and like as you get later it kind of leads more into like the politics and all that, and how like people on like the separatist side like think they're like, because they think they're right, like, oh, the Republic does bad things too, you can't just trust them all the time, or same with the Jedi.
Right.
It's just really cool seeing all that play out, characters learning all that.
Right. I mean, it's the whole idea of there's two sides that have started this war, and one thinks they're a peacekeeper and they're not, and one thinks they're, I don't even know what the separatists like think, they just want to separate themselves.
Yeah, that's one thing, like that is something that's harder to swallow about this, is like, other than the main dudes, like, what did I text you earlier? Newt, whatever the fuck his name is, Newt Gunray.
Yeah.
All of the names in this series are fucking fake.
Yes.
I, like, screamed at Riley earlier while I was watching, because there was someone named, like, General Loathsome or something. But, like, they do a really good job of showing like the Republic and like the shit with Palpatine and like the politics and all of like the bullshit that goes with like representative democracies, that also like the Empire or the Republic low-key being an empire, but they're like a democratic one. But then like with the separatists, aside from like Gunray and the other dude, it's mostly just like those two just want to be rich, and that's kind of it.
Right.
Like they don't really give them like a lot of like, I don't know if they don't show like why they're doing this. Like I feel like they're easier. Like if you're gonna have like the Dick Cheney of Star Wars, I feel like you need to like elaborate on that a little bit more with like the war profiteering and stuff. Because like they do say like, hey, they're making money off of this, but they don't really get into like the system that allowed that to happen, which I think is like short-sighted considering that they do get very deep into the problems with the Republic, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
I have a question that maybe Chloe might be able to answer. Does Dooku know that Palpatine is Sidious?
I'm pretty sure that he does.
He does know. So he is aware that like this is all happening. So that's what what I've been so confused, because I thought in my head like the separatists are separating themselves from the Republic because they want to like do their own thing and break off, but the Separatists are all basically under Dooku, which are under the Republic.
Yeah,
right.
You know, it's very like convoluted. I think
they just don't do a good job of explaining that shit at all.
No, I think
they're
it
like,
does
here's
go
all
into
this
more
complicated political
detail
drama.
later.
Also, the Separatists are just vibing, and you're like,
They're
that
just
doesn't
chilling.
make sense.
right. Which I guess kind of does make sense that like the guy in charge of it all is like orchestrating a war to like
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's mostly just like I feel like they don't like I feel like they go ham on the Republic, like the good and bad of the Republic pretty early on. Like this first season, like we see the stuff with like I don't remember what planet it is, but like Padme's like uncle dude who like he's like, why would I not help the Separatists? Like the Republic has left my people to starve.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see like, oh, the Republic is like not doing everything the way that they should be, or like, you know, that's part of war is like they're not prioritizing smaller systems and shit like that. But then like with Dooku, I know he gets more character development and shit later, and I like his characterization in this first season a lot, but they're not like really hitting super hard the fact that like he's the main Sith dude right now because like Palpatine is in the shadows. So like they're like, we know Grievous reports to him, we know Ventress does, but like they haven't hit on the fact that like he's the main spoke, and also like he's the one controlling the Separatist from like a political stance too, because the man is truly a count. I found this out today on Twitter. He's actually like the count of a planet, and I don't know how the like system works on said planet, but like
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's a lot more going on there, and like we just don't get any of it,
Yeah.
which is weird in a season where they're like trying to set everything up.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a very strange season. Like the first episode, not a great way to start it. It's just
No,
it's Yoda with the clones, and I'm like, I hate Yoda, so this sucks for me.
I hate Yoda. Why do you
I
hate
hate
Yoda?
him. I don't know. He's homophobic. That's my reasoning.
Okay.
I don't know. And that's all I got. I can go into way more detail, but I gotta like remember why I hate him. It's really fun to say I hate Yoda.
I like Yoda in the Clone Wars more than I like him in the like series, or just in general. Like the prequel Yoda is way better than the original Yoda, which I guess is like blasphemous to some people to say that.
No,
like
fuck that. The prequels are better than the original ones.
You know what? Yes.
That.
you're right. You're fucking
Speak
right.
your truth.
Right.
And you're right.
Right.
Oh my god, we're gonna get so much fucking hate.
I
What
can't
is
wait.
it? The 4th, 5th, and 6th one are fucking boring. They're fucking boring.
True.
Except for the part with the Ewoks. That's pretty good.
6 is the most entertaining one.
True.
I
Return
don't
of the
even
Jedi.
remember which ones are which. I just know.
The one with
I know the
Ewoks.
basic through line of it, and I know that there were Ewoks at one point.
Mhm.
But yeah, the prequels are more entertaining. They do cooler shit.
Mhm.
Also,
Fuck
like
the old ones.
the original, you gotta think about it. Like when Star Wars came out, he didn't anticipate it becoming a fucking whole thing. So he made that
Right.
one movie, and then he just kind of like was like, oh, gotta make more. You know, so those
Here
the
you
next
go.
two were just kind of like continuing that story, and I feel like the prequels really did set up like a bigger universe. Like, yeah, there was CGI
and a
that fucking
cooler
sucked,
one.
but like CGI wasn't ready then, but they wanted
Yeah.
to test it out. So like, you can't fucking hate the movie for doing that shit because they did what they had to do.
Yeah.
They tested it out. If you hate the movie because of Anakin, like, fair, because his acting was, there was scenes, all right. I
There
think
were
he's hot.
scenes.
I think he's so hot.
Oh yeah.
He's so hot.
Yeah.
But there are some scenes that you're like, stop talking.
So the
like,
script wasn't great either.
No. So
No.
shout out to the Clone Wars for like making that right. You know,
Right.
making it right.
Yeah. The Clone Wars does a lot of heavy fucking lifting because the difference
yeah.
between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith is drastic.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
drastic.
Oh. And Clone Wars is like the only thing that salvages that, I think.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
even then, I feel like they kind of feel like disparate. Like, I don't associate the Anakin with from Revenge of the Sith with the Anakin from Clone Wars.
There are scenes.
Like, this is like an AU.
There are definitely scenes in the Clone Wars, like, going throughout the seasons where you can see the, like, effects start to take hold, which gets really, really cool. I don't think there's anything in the first season. There's a lot of, and I guess it's just Anakin as a character anyway, there's a lot of, like, I'm gonna do this and I'm not gonna listen to you because you're not my master anymore, like talking to Obi-Wan, and then it's just like, that's kind of hinting at where things are going. Besides that, he's not really getting really sinister or anything.
Yeah, I think the main thing right now is just the fact that they keep hitting on his attachment
to Padme.
Yeah.
Well, and even to R2, there's that whole
that too,
fucking episode about him being like, fuck all these people, I'm gonna kill all of them to get this robot back.
Need it
Which
back.
is a mood, I get it, I'm just saying.
And
like, I love that, like, people keep being like, Anakin, you're too attached to shit, but no one's like, maybe this man should not be a Jedi anymore.
Right. Well, that's why they didn't
maybe
want
this
to
man
put him
should
on
go
the
to
council.
therapy.
That's true.
They didn't want to put him on the council, and he threw a fucking fit. They knew.
I'm just saying they should have sent him to therapy, like, already. Like, I don't know what the Jedi insurance plan is looking like, but they should have hooked that boy up.
They suck.
They
They're flawed anyways.
That man became a child murderer. That didn't have to happen.
No, it didn't.
No.
Again, with, like, him going crazy for no reason, talking about, like, the blue shadow virus, when they go to that one planet for, what is his name? Jabo Hood.
Oh yeah, Jabo.
All right.
And he just, like, shows up. There's a whole bunch of droids that are like, welcome. And he just, like, fucking kills all the droids.
Goes
and
ham.
destroys them and for no reason. They're not.
I loved Obi-Wan being like, way to go, you just killed a bunch of defenseless droids for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we are getting that theme of, like, attachment starting out. Any other themes?
Which is it's interesting with him and Obi-Wan later,
right?
Because of the senator lady.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get to that.
I also can't wait for that.
That is gonna be
That shit's good.
I
think it's definitely, like, the things that I noticed the most were definitely, like, yeah, showing Anakin's attachments and his just, like, refusal to, like he keeps wanting to be a good Jedi, but then he keeps being bad at it and not, like, making the correct changes to do anything about that.
Right.
And then just, like, Ahsoka continuously seeing that, like, everything that she believes in is probably not as black and white as she expects it to be.
Yeah. Nailed it. I think that's, like, basically the whole series summed up right there.
Pretty much.
Oh, and also the personhood of the clones and the droids.
Yeah.
Because Riley and I were actually talking about this, and it's really fucked up to me that they purposefully give the droids, like, personalities and, like, senses of fear and shit. And apparently, canonically, that, like, or at least according to Riley, somebody at one point said that they did that because it made them have, like, stronger survival instincts. But, like, that's pretty fucked up, right? Like, don't you build robots so that you don't have to have anything that's worried about surviving? Like, don't you just take that part out of it when you build robots to fight? So, like, that seems sociopathic to me, to be like, we're gonna give these soulless things the capacity to feel terror and pain.
Right.
And then like send them to war.
The end of Malevolence when the ship's about to crash, like, we're gonna die! I'm like, oh no!
Yeah. Also, like, the fact that, like, all of the R units just, like, fucking shriek whenever they're in danger.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact, like, I don't know what they're called, but just, like, the standard, like, Roger droids, like, they are terrified all the time. Plus, they're stupid as shit.
They're so dumb.
They got cursed by being both stupid as shit and terrified.
Stupid and scared, that's all you need.
Poor things.
This is me. But, like, I keep thinking about, too, though, I feel like it's also super fucked up that the Republic was like, we're gonna breed human beings to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Except they're made of flesh and bones. Like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, and then there's, like, the stuff that I keep getting stuck on with this series in generally, but especially, like, watching it now, has just been, like, the weird, like, rah, everybody's, like, should be so proud to be a good soldier, but also, like, you guys should be individuals, and we should care about the clones, and they should have personalities and names, but also they should just be soldiers. And it's like, that's a hard pill to swallow, Star Wars. What are you saying?
Right. Yeah, there's a couple episodes where they address that. Like, again, bringing up the virus episode when Padme's like, it's such a waste, like, such a waste of people. And he's like, that's what they were bred for. And it's like, oh, fuck. Like,
well,
yeah, which is like, it's like true, but also it's like, okay, number one, like, the supposedly like more humanitarian side is the one who bred thousands of people to specifically be murdered.
right.
Also, like, then why do you all have fucking names and shit? If that's the case, if that's what you believe, why do you not just stick to your weird numbers or whatever?
Right.
Like, y'all go out of your way to have personalities and shit.
Right.
And, like, I don't understand how Anakin lives with it, because, like, he's friends with them. And, like, Ahsoka is destroyed when her squad gets killed. So it's like, that seems really antithetical to, like, the point.
Right.
Right.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up. Star Wars is fucked up. Republic is bad.
Yeah, they are.
They're all bad.
Everyone is bad.
They all suck.
Everyone should just be vibing like those lemurs.
Right.
Yeah, the rolling monkey lemur people.
When the I can't remember his name, but when the sun just like started fucking rolling, I just started screaming. I was so happy.
God.
I was like, why is he jumping? Where is he going? And then it was just whoop.
He's vibing.
He's vibing so hard.
I love that.
Yeah.
My last question for everybody is who your MVP of the season was. Doesn't have to be Separatist or Republic. It could be one or the other, like, you know, so just random people. Who was your MVP?
Can
we also have a dumb bitch award?
Yeah, MVP and dumb bitch award.
Oh, let's do it.
Mine is the same for both.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is Padme Amidala.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's great, she's brilliant, she's a wonderful politician. She kicks ass and rescues herself, even though Anakin always gives her shit about rescuing her.
Mm-hmm.
But also she's a dumb bitch because she's dating Anakin.
Yeah.
She's married to Anakin.
Right.
Are they married?
They're married at this
last
point.
Episode, they're like, we're husband and wife.
Yeah. So, like,
so
she married this idiot child man.
Yeah.
So that immediately makes her a dumb bitch. So.
I get it.
But also she's really cool, and she's, like, probably the most competent person aside from, like, Ahsoka.
Right. All right.
Honestly, yeah,
Chloe?
you're right. Going through my notes. Yeah, because she basically kind of, survived on malevolence. And then survived the virus.
Mm-hmm.
And also
she got out of the fucking she's gotten out of, like, 6 separatist traps.
Yeah! Like, everybody wants her dead, but she's like, I'm still vibing, I'm alive, you can't kill me. Because she's smarter than, like, 20 other...
over again.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
but
probably...
also, why are you married to an idiot child?
Listen, he's hot, so it's like...
I mean, I get it, but, like, not enough to marry someone, you know? Like, if you want a cougar, at least, like, cougar someone who's worth it.
Go after a man like Kit Fisto with a name like that.
I snorted very hard when I heard the name Kit Fisto. All these names are fucking fake.
They're ridiculous.
I can't wait until we get to the dark ball shit. Because I will lose my mind.
Yes. It's gonna be good. Preach it. You know who my besides Padme, I really like Hondo. He's always my MVP.
Yeah.
Who's Hondo? Which one is that?
The pirate captain guy.
Oh, like the weird Australian guy.
Yeah.
Why are all of those men Australian? I love that Star Wars is like, this whole species is gonna have the same accent. It's not about where they're from. It's just these lizard men, they're Australian, all of them.
Pretty much. Yeah.
These blue people, all of them are Scottish. Every single one.
I think Hondo's my MVP too.
Yeah.
So good.
Like, he managed to capture Dooku and then Anakin and Obi-Wan, like,
Right.
all of them at the same time.
Okay, that's actually my favorite episode, only because of the part where they're, like, the multiple parts where they're all walking chained together,
Yeah.
and then there's the one where Dooku's like, I would kill you if I didn't have to drag your bodies.
Yeah. I like the part where, I don't know, he was like, I need to concentrate. And Obi-Wan's like, yeah, Anakin, shut up, he needs to concentrate. And they're just annoying him. It's so
And
good.
then he fucking does the knife in the slot. He's like, well, good job, me. Fuck you guys.
But then they get captured again, so it's like...
Like, honestly, I want to watch a heist movie with the three of them. That would be very
all
fun.
tied up together the whole time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
That's what the movie should have been.
Who's your
Instead of
dumb
Jabba
bitch
the Hutt's
award?
stupid kid.
You're right, who cares about the kid?
Fuck that kid.
Chloe,
Fuck
who's
the
your dumb
Hutts,
bitch
they're
award?
gross.
Oh, my dumb bitch award? Ooh. God. Ooh, what's his name? Kit Fisto's Padawan in the Layer of Grievous episode, Nadar.
Oh, the fish boy.
Fish boy.
Yeah.
Stupid.
He's stupid as fuck.
Stupid as fuck. I can take Grievous and 6 of his guards. No.
Bro. You're
The
literally
clones
just
got
like...
in my way, bro.
Yeah, also, like, he's like, vengeance! And you're like, dude, could you, like, you have been a Jedi for, like, 2 minutes.
No.
Could you just, like, Ahsoka has been through so much more trauma already. Like,
Right.
could you just, like, not that that's good. Again, I think the Jedi are bad, fundamentally, in what they do to children, but, like,
Mhm.
within the context, like, bro, could you chill?
God, calm down just a little bit.
Just a little.
You're at an 11, bring it down a little bit.
Like, you need to be at, like, a 6 at the highest.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's the dumb bitch.
Dumb bitch.
She's a real dumb bitch. What is his name? It's like Nadar or
Nadar
something?
Veb, I think?
Beb, yes.
Nadar Fishman.
Nadar Fishman. Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch
Nadar
of
Fishman.
dumb names in that one. That's where we get Newt Gunray too.
Yeah.
It's spelled N-U-T-E, too.
No.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I watch it with the subtitles on, so I saw that and I literally texted Kayla. I didn't say good morning to her. I didn't say anything else. The first thing I said to her today in all caps was Newt Gunray.
Those are the
love
kind
it.
of good morning texts I want. Newt Gunray.
I'll start sending you that text every day.
Every
Chloe.
day.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I agree with you. My MVP is Hondo, and then my dumb bitch award goes to Grievous. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Sorry,
that's fair.
Chloe.
He takes so many L's. I feel so
Yeah.
bad.
Especially
really
in that
does.
episode when, like, literally he calls Dooku and he's like, did you fucking set me up, dude?
Yeah.
Dude is like, yeah, fucking bet.
Bro. He's like, you need to kill more Jedi. He's like, I can't. You send me these dumbass droids that are stupid and scared. Can't do anything with them.
I do love, what was the one too? Like, Dooku needs to make up his fucking mind because there's like, I can't remember which episodes that is, but there's an episode where he's like, Grievous, you fucking failed, how dare you? And then the very next episode, he's like, yeah, my trust in you is totally well placed. Like, I totally trust you to do this. And I'm like, weren't you just pissed off at him like 2 minutes ago? Like, in
Yeah.
real time?
Well, I
Like,
never
in show time? Were you not just pissed off at him?
Like, I never
He
understood the whole
flip-flops.
Dooku assassin thing because, I mean, like, canon, there's always 2 Sith, right? The Master and the
Mhm.
Apprentice. And obviously the Master is Sidious. But, like, how is it that Dooku has Asajj and Grievous, but they're not, like, they're his assassins, but they're also, like, his apprentices? It's like, how...
I feel like they kind of allude to the fact that, like, Ventress is supposed to be replacing Grievous. Because there's, like, one line in in one of the episodes where I think it's the one with Ahsoka and the other Jedi lady. But he's like, he tells her, like, don't fuck this up. Basically, you have to prove that you're worthy of being my apprentice. And so I feel like it's, like, that Sith, like, treacherous switcheroo shit where he's, like, keeping Grievous as long as he can until he can, like, flip him.
Right.
Yeah.
Which he, like, does anyway with Ventress, like, later on in the series.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
but yeah, but that's what I'm confused is there should only be 2 Sith at once. So, like, how does he even get the, like, authority to have an apprentice?
there's so many jokes. It's like, okay, only 2 Sith. Dooku's like, here's my 12 children that I'm all training to be Sith. It's like,
Right.
okay, I think you're breaking the rules just a little bit. But
well, it's weird because like in the like larger canon that I think is not canon anymore. The Sith used to be one, a whole race of aliens, and then 2, like a big order on the same magnitude as the Jedi. So the whole 2 thing, like, literally got introduced in the, like, Rule of 2 Darth Bane, is that right? Books.
Yes.
And then, those are the only Star Wars shit I've read. Because I was like, yeah, I'll read this weird man doing weird Sith shit. That sounds good.
It's fun.
There is a big game hunting branch in those books. This man is just like, yeah, I just took over this planet. My apprentice and I fucking hunt weird animals. That's just what we do.
Okay, sure.
And I was like, don't you have like shit to be doing? But so yeah, I don't really know. I think Dooku's just vibing. He's just fucking, he's got some machinations. And I think Sidious is just like, I think Sidious is planning on getting rid of everybody, right? So I think he's like,
oh yeah.
I don't know, you want to have these idiots, you can have them.
Like, he already plans on replacing Dooku with Anakin, but I'm assuming Dooku probably thought that he would replace Sidious and then Ahsoka, Ventress, would be his apprentice.
Right. But then it all gets flip-flopped later on in the series. So we'll get there when we get there. But any other thoughts on season 1? My dudes?
Nah, I'm good.
I think so.
I'm excited for the rest of it. I think it gets way cooler from here.
It does.
Oh yeah. It absolutely does.
For sure. Yeah, I'm excited to get more into it. Yeah, like we said, the next season, which we'll be talking about tomorrow, not recording wise, but showing wise, tomorrow, is going to be The Rise of the Bounty Hunters. Another
time to feel sad about Boba Fett.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So sad. 22 episodes. It's also weird that like the first 4 seasons, it's like 22 episodes, and then the next one's like 20, and then it goes to like 10. Like they just cut it in half. They're like, you know what? We're canceling. It's done. And like you would think with the last season, they were like, we're gonna redeem it and we're gonna go back to like 22 episodes, and they're like, nope, you only get 12. That's all you get. It's really disappointing.
It really is.
Yeah, it's definitely just kind of like a wrap it up, let's go.
Yeah.
By the way, have either of y'all gone to Star Wars in Disney yet?
No.
No. Okay.
Chloe. It's not that sad for me. It's very sad for Chloe.
It's amazing. But the whole the ride for the Millennial Falcon is like hosted by Hondo, so you'd fucking love it. Like it's awesome. It's, you ever go on a ride and they have like the 3D animatronic thing? It's like, you gotta go do this thing. He's like in front of you, like talking to you, and it's really fun.
Aww.
Yeah, you'd love it.
Now I can't even go like right now.
Right, no. You gotta wait at least till 2021 for that. All right, well, on that note, I think that's gonna do it for our season 1 discourse and hanging out and such, and we'll be back tomorrow. We have our @s in the video right now below each one of our pictures if y'all want to point down.
Yay.
That's our @s for like Twitter and stuff. Also plugs, we have Uppercut on Twitch. We usually stream basically every night now.
Yeah, we stream all the fucking time now.
So
nice. Join the club.
Yeah, Uppercut Crit, and then I think it's the same username for you, right, Chloe?
Yeah, I'm Echochlo everywhere. So
everywhere. Yeah. So check us out on some Twitch streams. We know y'all aren't doing anything right now. Everybody's at home, so check us out. And that'll do it for our first episode of the Clone Wars series recap. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Love it.